Hey guys, nothingwire.com, and we have the new Nokia Asha 502 dual SIM right here. You'll see it comes in a typical Asha series colorful box on a blue background. Comes in all these colors: yellow, green, black, blue, white and a red color. We have the red color, and you have the pricing information here. The MRP it says 6889, but you'll get it for a little cheaper online. Bright red gives you some quick specs and what you expect to find in the box. So let's go ahead and check it out. So it looks a lot like the older 501, but has a very nice, glass pretense over it. So it looks like as if the red color is floating beneath this glass border. So looks very premium and glossy, consumer class than the 501. Once we go further in, then you'll see quick start guide here, and then your very colorful red earphones. In fact, any color you take, you probably get the red color earphones only. It has only the mic, no volume or call control buttons. Silver color, silver plated 3.5mm jack, and then you have your micro USB 2.0 wall charger. And then the battery, so it has a 1010 mAh battery on the 502, which is significantly less than the 1200 mAh battery we got with the 500. So let's come to it now. As I told, it's very glossy and looks much more premium than the 501. Although the same size and shape, it's also a brick, and you have this back cover is removable, of course, and it engulfs the whole front housing. It's certainly not the thinnest device in the market, 11.1mm thick, and front you have the 3-inch screen. It's a TFT capacitive screen, 240 by 320 pixels of resolution. On top you have the earpiece. There is no secondary camera. Behind you have the back button that will take you one step back in a transaction. Nothing much on the left, only a provision to tie your thread. Below then you have the power button and the volume rocker. On top you have the 3.5mm jack and the micro USB 2.0 port. Behind you have the 5MP fixed focus camera with an LED flash, the Nokia branding there, and then your speaker grill. So the moment we open this, like the Nokia 501, the back cover almost engulfs the whole housing, and it's very thick, so it's very protective. Below you have the 1010 mAh battery, and then provision for your micro SIM 1, then your micro SIM 2 right here, and then your micro SD card. So you can take out your micro SD card and the SIM 2 on the fly, which is a feature we absolutely love, and we wish all the phones come like this. So that's about the hardware. It's quite rugged, fits nicely in a hand. You won't even know when it's in your pocket, because it's a very tiny device, and we love it. It looks much better than the 501. The Nokia Asha 502 runs Nokia's Asha platform 11.1.1. You see that's the unlock screen. You can see the notification. Although the notification bar is visible, you cannot drag it down. You can drag it up to open the camera, or sidewise to bring the timeline there. See, so that's your activity log, kind of what you've done with the phone here. So I played these games and I've installed a few stuffs and all, and then your main app menu. There are a lot of apps here. Nokia's default apps, the tools like phones and browser and gallery and usual stuff, and then a lot of third-party popular apps like Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, WeChat, Line and things, and then a few games. Now some games are complete like this, Plants and Zombies, but then others are demo like FIFA 13 or GT Racing or Real Football. Like the big names are generally demo. You can buy them or you can play them only for a short duration. Let's check out the settings first now. So there you go, you have all these settings. The phone lags at times, but for most of the time it's quite smooth. Yeah, this it runs Nokia Asha 11.1.1. You have pretty much the basic settings there. You also have accounts. You can add these many accounts: Gmail, Nokia Mail, Outlook, Yahoo Mail, and some other. Like you can also add your Microsoft Exchange accounts. You see pretty big dialer here, that's the log, and then your contact. Yeah, and then you have the camera here, pretty basic, nothing much to talk about here. You can just touch the interface to take a photo there. Drag it sideways to bring the video camera. Again, tap it to start a recording, then tap it again to stop. That's again still, and there are some of the normal settings like flash and stuff. Yeah, so the image and video quality is nothing much to talk about. They devoid details, they show a lot of noise under low light, but then this camera is mainly for capturing the information rather than quality. So you just use it when you do not have any other option at all. That's the gallery there. Yeah, so I click this with this one. On this screen it looks pretty decent, but then when you take it to PC you will know that it actually devoid of gallery. Having said that, this low resolution small screen actually renders colors quite nicely. There you see the saturation and hue are almost natural. Yeah, even on flash. Now this is flash part and it actually looks quite good. Yeah, some of the other stuff like this, like these patterns and all, you see it's kind of slightly fudgy, but then apart from that those are quite okay. And you can drag it from here for your menu or drag it up the notification bar down to see your quick notification toggle bar and your notifications out there. You can also go here and you can edit them or share them. You can see rotate, crop, and lightning and contrast and whatnot. Having those in about $100 phone is quite nice. So delete. You can also share them by all these. Means you can also go here and you can share multiple items, whether images or videos, by those. Yeah, nice. That's gallery, that's the music. You have all these no folder options there. Let's check out the sound. By the way, I'll see if I'm here. So it's quite screechy. The sound is loud, but it's very flat, which is of course expected. This is very flat. So flat but loud enough. Yeah. And let's check out the browser. Now we've opened one of the multimedia heavy sites like National Geographic, and you see although it renders the page quite decently, there's some elements which are still not loaded. The texts are totally illegible till you zoom in, and pinching zoom is also not perfect. It's not gradual. Yeah, but then you have to really fish around for content, but ultimately you get it. and the text and everything are actually rendered quite decently. Yeah, but then the screen is too small, so you can't read this. You have to zoom in and read. Then we did an HTML5 test and we found its scores pretty average, 238 out of 555. And you have some settings and all those stuffs here, usual. Yeah. Then you have WhatsApp, of course, comes preloaded, and the notes and accounts. You have FM radio, you have video there. Let's see how it plays the video. This is of course default a Nokia video that comes with this phone, so it bounds to play well. Still you get an idea of the display. Yeah? Not bad, although it's very reflective, the display. And then you have some other stuff like apps and games and recorders and Nokia reader, your RSS reader there is, then chat, and then some games here. For example, you have FIFA 13, which is a demo game. Yeah, FIFA 13 is ridiculously simple texture there, almost no texture, almost no graphic detail, but then that's okay. And it's just about basic gameplay. Yeah. Have Plants and Zombies, which is a full game. And this game plays quite nicely because this is not very complex game and does not need much of skills and stuff. Also the textures are pretty simple. It plays quite nicely. So the Asha 502 are good for this small time games, time pass games, but not games like FIFA 13 or you might ask some arcade games or like action or adventure game, because for those you really need good graphics and control and good response from the screen. For these small games you do not need much, so these are kind of okay. Plays the games that it can play quite nice and smoothly. Yeah, so those about the apps and stuff. I've shown you music quality, the video quality. It's quite smooth and trouble-free for daily basic usage, but don't expect beyond that, because the 502 is not designed for very complex task. Now it costs about $100. I'm not sure whether it's actually worth that much, mainly because it has a very basic OS. At this price point now you almost get a decent Android phone. I'm not sure whether this makes sense if you really want a device that kind of disappears in your pocket and a no-frill device. I mean, you know, I would probably suggest get an Android phone over this. Yeah. Thank you.